Imagine contacting your HR department to inform them that you're about to have a baby, that your girlfriend is pregnant, man, and you're so happy. And to then find out shortly after that they fire you. Oh, man, let's take a look at the video.
Girlfriend's pregnant.
Oh, wow. I would never have guessed that. That may affect work. Does this explain some doctor's appointments?
Yeah.
All right, I won't say anything to anyone except for HR. I will talk to you when you're back. Go enjoy PTO, please, and try to get some mental rest, emotional rest. All right, I'll talk to you next week.
All right. Thanks, Taylor. See ya.
Bye. We're here to talk about something completely unrelated to what you brought up to me last week while you're on PTO.
Why would you start at that? We're here to talk about something completely unrelated to what you brought up to me last week on PTO when you already told me you wasn't going to bring that up to HR. Meaning that tells me that maybe perhaps this guy had a good relationship with you or maybe trusted you.
That said, the team has undergone a restructuring. And unfortunately,
the guy's at the bottom right, if you don't see him in the little square. They did this over a Zoom meeting too.
Your role has been eliminated, and that is effective today. I want you to know that this was an extremely difficult decision to make, and we took a lot of care in making it. Again, all that said, I'm going to drop off and let Cass discuss your offboarding with you.
Oh my God, that is the worst thing that you could ever hear as a man, expecting your first child, having a pregnant woman, man, and for you to get fired a week after you told him this.
I also know this is a lot to take in, especially after coming back from vacation. So if you need a pause, if you want questions.
People, you don't have to tell your personal life to your employer. Keep your business to yourself. They did this man a week after. Man, as soon as he came back from vacation, they got rid of him. Just crazy.
Yeah, I guess just what's happening. They got fired.
Yes, the role is terminated.
But why?
The role was no longer needed.
And how is that determined?
That was determined with the business leaders of the ways of working and how the team has evolved.
Yeah, who were the business leaders?
You know all of them. So it was Sarah, Taylor, Donnie.
Yo, firing people, man, is one of the most difficult things that you could ever do, man. I knew a person who's a big manager, right, for the company they work for. They probably manage like, about almost 200 people. And they told this person, right, that they had to fire somebody. But guess when they chose to fire this person? The week before Christmas. And now the manager told me, listen, this can't wait after the holidays. We got Christmas coming up. We got New Year. Nope, it has to get done now. Imagine that. That person struggled, man, making that decision. And they had no choice. That's their job. They're told to do that. They're going to have to do it no matter what. But imagine firing somebody right before Christmas, right before the holidays, man. That's fucking insane, man. There's a reason why they're called corporations, entities, man, because they do not possess a soul.
Etc.
Was it based on performance?
No, it wasn't based on performance. It was the overall structure.
Yo, I thought America was all about diversity and inclusivity, man. How come that whole team was ran by women? I'm feeling triggered over here, man. Not one man on that team? Nothing but females?
The team. I am sorry for the timing.
Yeah, especially I just told Taylor last week that my girlfriend's pregnant, but it's not great timing. But
anything else for now?
Nope, nothing else.
Okay, great. Well, thank you again, Tom. I appreciate the time, and I'll send this over to you immediately.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Cass.
Yeah. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Bye.
The fact that it wasn't based on performance, man, and this happens a week after he just told us that she was pregnant is insane while he was on vacation. But I'm going to give you people my thoughts on what really happened. Let's take a look at the beginning of the video, right? Because the internet went crazy when they seen this, right? And I get it, because the first time I seen that, it kind of almost feels like they intentionally fired him because they knew that this was going to affect work and he was probably going to be busy, helping his wife out and all this stuff. But I seen the video quite a few times, man, and I try to look at it from a different lens. And when you see her reaction when she hears the news, right? Let's play the beginning clip again and then look at her body language through the lens of somebody who already knew this guy was going to get fired and just found out that his wife is pregnant.
Girlfriend's pregnant.
Oh, wow. I would never have guessed that.
You see, she was like, oh, wow. Almost like, oh, no. And why would she say I would never have guessed that? It's not to guess. You understand? And then keep looking at her reaction.
That may affect work. Does this explain some doctor's appointments?
Yeah.
All right, I won't say anything to anyone except for HR.
Now, what throws it off a little bit is that she said that may affect work. And the reason why I'm not gonna, pass judgment on that specific part of the conversation is because there were a lot of cuts in the video, so I don't know what got cut out. And on TikTok, they went and found his page, and after the video went viral, he privated it. And I'm like, okay, that's odd. So maybe perhaps this guy was here trying to paint the picture, so that he could have a lawsuit or something like that. Because even the lady at the end in the offboarding, look at her reaction. It's like when she first heard the news, you could tell that it was like she was sure, like, oh no, this guy's about to get fired, man, and he's about to have a baby.
We're here to talk about something completely unrelated to what you brought up to me last week while you were on PTO.
If you look at the lady on the left, it's like she already knew. She does not look comfortable. Nobody looks comfortable in this conversation. A lot of people on the internet made it seem like it was like, like they made him a target and it's fucked up and this and this and that. But I really do believe that this decision had already been made for whatever reason. Companies do this all the time. You don't have to be underperforming for them to get rid of you. A lot of the time there's budget cuts that happen and certain people need to get, certain positions are eliminated. That happens all the time in corporate America. But if you look at their body language throughout the video, I'm speeding it up right now, like they look extremely uncomfortable. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. And I mean, imagine having to deliver that news and you're women. You feel me? And again, based on the fact that he told her early on, don't tell nobody. And she was like, oh, I won't share it with nobody. It shows you that maybe perhaps they had a good relationship, and the way they were speaking to each other, it doesn't seem like there was any tension there before. So, at first, when I first seen the video, I was like, oh, hell no, they did not just do this, and everybody on the internet got worked up. But after watching it and looking at their body language and then noticing all the cuts in the videos, I'm like, okay, it's very easy to paint a certain picture here. I feel like they had already made the decision to get rid of this guy, and they were waiting for him to come back. And then he broke the news right before he come back. And she was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to have to do this. Because again, I've known people that have been placed in certain positions in companies, man, where they have to fire some people. And that's never an easy conversation, man. Especially during the holidays, like I mentioned earlier, or if somebody just had a kid. It happens all the fucking time, man. This is why you can never be loyal to a company, because the day they're going to get you, they're going to get you. And it has nothing to do with how good a relationship you have with your boss or how good of an employee you are. At the end of the day, sometimes they're just looking at that bottom line. Certain budgets got to be cut, and meaning certain positions need to be get rid of.